The end of year 2026 is decided now. The summer lock-in. I remember for years, I would focus so much on the lads' holiday that I had booked. My training would be dialed in, my nutrition would be in, and I'd be so focused on how I look and how I would feel when I'm on holiday with my boys, when I'm on holiday enjoying myself. And my whole life was centered around that one period that I was looking forward to. Everything that I would do would be centered around it. I'd be working hard, I'd be saving money, and everything would be so focused on this one time or one period of enjoyment that I know that I would have the time of my life. The issue is that when that goes, you're left in a weird limbo state because you don't know what else you have to look forward to. Your training lacks off. Before you know it, it's been a week or a few months before you've even picked up a dumbbell. The end of your 2026 starts now. The amount of times where I've been full of regret because I've not done the things that I wish I'd done 6 months prior that would have reaped dividends in my year end. Christmas time comes around, it's a time of reflection. It's the time to spend time with your loved ones, reflection, celebration for the year, and hopefully achieving the things that you'd wanted to at the start of the year. The issue a lot of guys have is that you'll start the year with your New Year's resolutions and get lost in just being so focused and fixated on this one event or one thing that you're looking forward to. All the time's passed and you're left thinking, what did I spend all that time doing? Summertime is the main time because you're in the best spirits. You've done something amazing in terms of holiday. You've gone somewhere new. You spent time with loved ones in an enjoyment sense. The sun's shining. While you're in the best mood of your life, that's the best time to knuckle down and think about all the things that you want to achieve at the year end. New Year's resolutions will always fade out because life has a way of showing things to you that you didn't expect. All the uncontrollables start to happen, and that's life, period. There'll be times where you didn't expect something and it throws you off guard. But if you're so locked into the things that you know you want to achieve by the end of the year, then that won't matter because you would have already accommodated for it. You would have done the work that you needed to do. Can't stress enough, this is the most important time of your life. The summer lock-in. See it as a mid-year resolution. If December comes around and you want it to be a time of celebration, loved ones, and being proud of the achievements that you made, this is the most important time of your life. The next 5 months will determine whether or not 2026 is full of regret or 2026 is full of joy. This is the building blocks to where you want to be in life. Unfortunately, the holiday that you have booked always has an expiry date. It's the end of the checkpoint for the start of the year. Now that we're in summer and you're full of joy, you're full of enjoyment, you're full of all these opportunities, take them by the horns and grab them. The opportunities lie on the end of the work that you put on now. 5 to 6 months time, at the end of 2026, you want to look back on the fact that you've knuckled down on your career, you've knuckled down on the business that you said that you wanted to build, and be proud of the growth that you've had and achieved throughout the year because of the work you're doing now. Let these next few months be the building blocks to the start of the rest of your life. You don't want to get to the end of the year full of regret again. Year on year, you always say to yourself, I'm going to start my training properly. I'm going to dial in on my nutrition properly. I'm going to start the business that I wanted to start. Start now and reap the benefits at the end of the year. You'll be so proud of everything you've achieved come the end of the year. They'll be full of New Year's celebrations, Christmas celebrations. Of course, spend time with your mates. Enjoy yourself. That's what summer's for. At the end of the day, life's for living. But at the same time, you'll be so proud of the work that you've done now, that you built the building blocks on where you want to be for the rest of your life. Christmas and New Year will always come round, whether or not you've achieved whatever you wanted to achieve. You're always going to spend time with your family. You're always going to spend time with your friends. That's a given. But do you want that time to be spent full of regret or full of pride that you've achieved everything that you said you would come middle of the year? This time of the year is for building blocks. They say that New Year's resolutions and putting the steps in place are the ones that set you up for the rest of the year. But I disagree. This is the time now, the halfway through the year, the summertime, when you're getting so distracted by everything going around you, the holidays, the fun stuff, the being out, the partying. Now is the time to lock in with your career, to continue with the fitness journey that you wanted to start so that you get to the end of 2026 and it's full of joy, it's full of celebrations and not full of the regret of not locking in the summer.